Welcome back. Today we're looking at scary TikTok videos. Ooh, your favorite thing to do. I've bookmarked a bunch of ones that I'm hoping are scary. This is a amalgamation of videos that you guys have sent me and ones from pages that I trust to be scary. Thanks to everyone who's been sending me videos. Sorry I don't usually respond to you. Hopefully you're not hoping for that. I get a lot of DMs now. I guess I'm like a big YouTuber now. I get a lot of DMs and probably half of them are videos I've already reacted to, and the other half are ones that I can use sometimes. So, you know, I can't respond to everyone, but I do appreciate everyone that's just sending me videos whenever they see them. It makes my job easier. Let's jump into it, shall we? Ready to get scared with me? A little bit spooked? Maybe even some shivers down your spine? Go ahead and like the video if you think you're not gonna get scared today. Are you a betting person? You wanna bet on it? If you get scared, you owe me 2 likes. All right. Let's do this thing. Video number 1. Look at this face. Just right off the bat here. Look at this face. Me when they forget one of my items in my Taco Bell order. Am I right? My options are not have that item or go back and be like, you forgot my item. That's a lose-lose situation, buddy. Let's see what this face is all about.
I feel the presence. The presence of a being far greater than I.
Where is he? This being of which you speak. Whoa. Wow. Holy smokes. What is this? What am I looking at? And also, what was this? Because this doesn't look like a guy. This doesn't look like a regular person being like, oh man, me when there's a presence greater than I. Like, this is a presence, you know? Like, this is a creature of some kind. This is not a human being. Look at that nose. Look at that schnauzer. That's crazy. This is a wild looking creature here, and then that's not even it. There's actually a presence greater than them. Really makes you think. There's always a bigger fish. There's always a greater presence, you know? Interesting one to start on. Doesn't really feel like your classic TikTok horror. It feels almost like cosmic horror or something, but I'm down for it, you know? We'll start off a little bit different today. I couldn't understand why I kept hearing heavy footsteps above me. I live on the top floor of my apartment complex. Then I saw why. Ooh. What's that? Ooh, good concept. I like it. Cool. So you got like bloody boots on the ceiling? Whoa, hold on, let me pause it. Hold on, let me pause it. No, hold on, let me pause it. Okay, looks pretty scary, pretty spooky. I'm confused about the proportions of the body. They must be super hunched. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I can't see a creature looking like this wearing like standard shoes. That's a little bit funny to me, but the concept is great. We've all been spooked by what sounded like footsteps on our roofs. At least I have. That's a normal thing, right? Hearing that? That's normal. I used to have some really big squirrels, and I think cats that would run across the roof when I lived in a house. And that always freaked me out. But it was never a guy, I don't think, or a monster. But thinking those footsteps were actually on the ceiling, not the roof. They're just right above you. That's spooky. An invisible entity. And he reveals it very smartly with some powder that he kept close to his bed, maybe for this exact purpose. Yeah, that's cool. That's a really good idea. It's a really good effect. This is a good one to start with, for sure. I mean, the last one was good too, but this is like a little more like good TikTok horror video. Okay, we got an animation. Kind of a weird hybrid. It's like it's like 2-dimensional with 3-dimensional environments.
I recently moved to a new apartment without a washer and
interesting.
dryer. Every week I have to use the communal laundry room to wash my clothes.
Dude. Whoa, spooky entity.
The only problem is, I just wish it wasn't always there.
What? I don't got lights in this room? Whoa. Yikes. Okay, am I losing it or but Or did this feel like a render, but the rest of it felt like actual footage? So this must be, I guess this is actual footage, just lots of effects on it, but it still looks really cool. Like this looked like a render to me, like this sign. Maybe they just edited the signs. Really cool combination. Like this is crazy. That's crazy. Although their legs are apparently like 6 inches tall because this is the floor right here. But I really like the style. It's really cool. And then this creature at the end. In the dark laundromat. Woo! Cool. Almost analog horror type creature with the vlog style and the animation. I don't know. It really is an interesting combination of things. I'm a fan though. I kind of want to look at this page to see what else they do. Is this their thing? Oh, dude. Okay, nice. I don't know if it's always horror related, but it looks like it might be. Yeah, this is their style. It's a really unique style. I like it. I'd watch a whole movie like this, maybe. Okay, now we got Spencer. Wait, hold on. What do you say? So this is your last memory, huh? Yeah, I just came down to drop a box off and oof. I saw him. What about you? Mine's similar. I came down to do laundry and same thing. Should we tell the new guy? I don't know how. Maybe we're about to have a new friend. Maybe. Oh, this is interesting. Uh-oh, new guy. Oh. Uh-oh, there he is. Ooh, nice. A little bit of a story going on. There's a little bit of lore. There's some world building. Kind of happens in a reverse order where the main characters are already dead and then we get to see, you know, there's implications. Cool concept. I like it. We've seen a lot of pages that do a lot of the same types of content a lot, but I like it when you watch the same page a lot, but you can tell that they're always trying to like elevate what they're doing. You know, they add like an extra layer to it. They do a little more of like a cinematic style. They kind of tell the story in reverse with like a reveal. I don't think Spencer did the, yeah, there was no monster at the very beginning because he always shows, or he previously would always show the creature in frame 1 as like a hook, and then it would be like the main character just chilling, seeing the creature somewhere, and then going to investigate and then getting jump scared. But this is like a whole other thing. I like this. This subverted my expectations. Banger video. But this poor new guy, for some reason, he came down here just kind of like humming to himself, went down to the scariest basement of all time without any sort of caution whatsoever. Look at this place, dude. What is this basement? If you have a basement like this in your home, you are destined to make TikTok horror videos for the duration of you living there, potentially the rest of your life. Triangle head guy under the bed. What you doing when this happens? Triangle guy in the closet? He's right there. Ooh. He's right there. I like it. I know maybe it's nothing groundbreaking from what we've seen from Ivilica before. Like, you know, she uses the same monster a lot, but it's just always fun. I always like that there's a real element. You know, it's obviously like real hands in the environment. And then, of course, you know, a still image of a face. But there's something about how interactive it is, like this. You know, there's really a hand there that really pulls that door. That's practical effects. It's cool. Also, I don't know if it was just my eyes being goofy or if this little pan to the closet, not that one, but this one, it feels like she's zooming out while panning over, and it gives you like a really good, like classic horror movie effect. You know, it's kind of like disorienting. It's like you're panicking while you're looking. It's good. I like it. Another page that has done a lot of videos with the same tools, but has always found a way to do something just, you know, a little more interesting every time. All right, what am I looking at in this one? This is not a TikTok horror video. This is just a video of something happening that we, without the context, are startled by. This is probably some sort of initiation of some kind, but I don't like it. I don't like looking at this. This is disturbing. But, you know, it must be one of the things that they do. Okay, this is awkwardly translated, but a person crawls into a symbol of his humility before God and the people around are monks, symbolizing a new family and community. Okay, so it's like, you know, it's like a thing. It's like an initiation, or maybe there's a better word for that than that. But yeah, without the context, this is not the kind of room you want to walk into, you know? Yikes. Also, just where they are does not help. They're in just like flood tunnels or like catacombs or something. Scary, okay? I know there's a whole something here going on. Bless them, whatever they're doing. Hope they're having fun. Just me, or... What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? I'm scared. Do I look closer? Do I zoom? Oh, spooky face? Or part of one? Glowing eye? Okay. All right, I see it. Man, that was really not apparent, but that kind of made it scarier. And it could just be anything. It could be like, you know, a button catching a reflection or something, but it does look like a face with a glowing eye. I'll give you that much for sure. And you know, this is the kind of stuff you see when you're just chilling in your room by yourself. You know, something looks weird out of the corner of your eye and you're like, help. You know how many times I've been jump scared by my own coat hanger? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I got my phone. I get up from my chair and I walk out of my room. That's my coat hanger. All right, isn't that spooky? I know it's there, I put it there, but it scares me all the time. That clip will be my scary TikTok for today because I didn't make one today. So hopefully you can give me a half credit for that. I didn't get around to making one this time. I didn't want to put off doing TikTok horror for another month. So we'll just do this without one and then we'll do one in like a month with one. A little treat for you.
Sometimes I wish I could just make myself disappear.
Oh, you can. Oh. Whoa. Yikes. Some Uncanny Valley stuff. They didn't make themselves disappear, they made themselves go into the uncanny, spooky dimension. Yikes, am I right? Daddy, I had a bad dream. You blink your eyes and pull up on your elbows. The clock glows red in the darkness. It's 3:32. Do you want to climb into bed and tell me about it? No, Daddy. The oddness of the situation wakes you up more fully. You can barely make out your daughter's pale form in the darkness of your room. Why not, sweetie? Because in my dream, when I told you about the dream, the thing wearing mommy's skin sat up. For a moment, you feel paralyzed. You can't take your eyes off your daughter. The covers behind you begin to shift. Dang, that's crazy. A lot of good stuff about this video, but can I just say, I'm sorry. Why are there quotation marks on the parts that are like a narrator thing? You blink your eyes and pull up on your elbows? That's what he does. No one's saying those words. You can't take your eyes off your daughter. No one's saying that. That's what's happening. It was hard to read it because of the quotation marks. Anyway, great video. Definitely spooky. The never-ending treasure trove of kids saying creepy stuff to adults and the adults having to be like, I'm not scared. I'm here to comfort you. But I'm actually freaking scared. Stop saying scary stuff to me, child. Like, kids say the darndest things. Like, I got some little brothers and I feel like they would occasionally just say scary things or kind of like look at something that's not there or like, you know, whatever it is. Kids saying they saw grandpa or whatever, grandpa who died years ago. Like your kid coming to you middle of the night and being like, I had a bad dream. And you're like, cool, let me comfort you. And then they're like vividly describing this dream that involves you and something bad happening to you in this very room. And you're just like, freak, stop it. What are you doing? Stop, knock it off. Terrifying, dude. You can't take your eyes off of your daughter. Man, that's a spooky shot. The covers behind you begin to shift. Again, no one's saying that. It doesn't need to be in quotation marks. That's just what's happening. Yikes. Dang. Good video though. I like that. I like we're getting some animated ones today too. It always feels good to give credit to people that like spent time to actually animate a video. Obviously filming a video takes time and whatever. Not like that's lesser, but like if you took the time to animate something, I feel like you deserve a little extra credit, you know, because it takes a bit more time and a lot more skill. On that note, all the creators we see today will be linked in the description, so please go check them out.
This was the most evil lady that ever lived.
You sure? I guess you'd never met my ex.
Her name was Jenny Talia. She was born in 19...
Jenny what now? This is a joke video, we're skipping. Who sent this to me? Come on, man. You got baited. I asked what smelled so awful in the suspect's house. Someone told me he was cooking hot dogs. An answer I clearly misunderstood. He was cooking hot dogs? Bro, it's not the time to use silly language. Please be concise about what you mean. In this situation, someone is cooking actual dogs on the stove. Don't say, oh, they're cooking hot dogs. Like, why did you say hot? This guy is a psychopath. This guy right here. To word it that way. Oh yeah, they're cooking hot dogs. Why'd he say hot dogs? What, does he want one? Also, why has no one turned the stove off yet? I'm just playing around. It's a good little twist for a video. I stand by it though, this guy's a psycho. This guy is still in here just chilling out in the crime scene where there's an active boiling pot of dogs, and he has the audacity to like be unclear to the other guy, be like, oh yeah, it's hot dogs, go check it out. This guy is the killer. Freak news.
Girls disappearing without a trace right in their own homes. According to eyewitnesses, a strange woman enters the house in search of her daughter, and if she does not find her, she takes the victim with her. Only the daughter's toy remains at the place of disappearance. It is assumed that she herself took the life of her daughter and poses a great danger. Therefore, be vigilant and lock the doors.
Have you seen my daughter? Do you want to be my daughter? Now you are my daughter.
Yikes, man. Holy moly. The production value, insane. We got TV stuff, we got different scenes like this. What's going on here? This is some freak news, I gotta tell you that much. This sound effect is so good too. I know maybe people get annoyed with me pointing out sound effects all the time, but I love this. Listen to this. What is that? What is that? What is that delightful sound? A delightfully spooky sound. I don't know, but I really like it, okay? I really, really like it. One more time.
Have you seen my daughter? Do you want to be my daughter? Now you are my daughter.
Yikes, man. Spooky. I like it. And again, and I've said it twice already this video, but another page that we've watched a lot that's upping the quality every time. We got production value. We got stuff on the TV, cutaway effects, cool sound effects, all of it. Good stuff. Nighttime swimming is one of the benefits of working at the public pool. Kind of an animation, maybe just a series of images. One night after everyone left, I was waiting in the deep end. This ain't gonna be good. And felt a hand grab my ankle. Yikes. Okay, scary, especially as the guy who doesn't like the water type stuff. Scary, okay, scary. But this is the kind of face that you make when you totally got someone, like in a prank situation where your prank just went off perfectly and you're kind of like, gotcha. The prank was scaring her, you know? Grabs her leg. I'm just playing around. Enjoy your swim. Have a good night. All right? I'll see you around. That's this kind of face. But very scary, okay? Not a nice prank if it's a prank. You think you're tough? You ever been in a pool at nighttime before? Obviously, like a lake or the ocean at night is worse, but even a pool. But it has to be like pitch black, you know? Like you gotta have no visibility under the water. There's something about it, you know? It might as well be infinitely deep water with a little bit of spooked imagination, which I tend to do. I woke up at 2 a.m. to a man staring at me from the doorway. Oh yeah? He's just standing there. Let's see him, buddy. Oh, I hate the whispery audio, dude. Yikes. Let's see it. Yikes. Dang, dude. Simply crazy. The whispery audio gets me every time. It gives me like the worst kind of, look, I got goosebumps. I got goosey bumps again. I don't know if you could see that, but I'm not lying. Okay, they're gone, but they were there a second ago, all right? There's something about the whispery audio. It just gets me every time, you know? I don't even know what he was saying, but I don't think it matters. If a figure like this in your doorway at 3 a.m. is saying anything, it's bad, especially if they're using the creepy whispering voice. He could be talking about how he thinks I'm a great guy, and despite the struggles of life, I've actually done pretty well, and how he's really proud of me. And I would still be like, get out of here, you freak. I'm a nice guy, but I don't like scary entities in my doorway at 3 a.m. Call me crazy. That's where I draw the line. This video, when they first revealed this guy right here, it made me like check my own doorway, because my own doorway is cracked just like this one. And I was just like, let me just double check that this isn't happening to me right now. And it wasn't. Wait a second, guys? You gotta see this. My coat rack. What's it doing all the way over here? Anyway, good video. The sound was great. And this is a very terrifying thing to see. Also pretty wild to sleep in your room with the lights off. Well, that's not crazy. The crazy thing is having the lights on in the next room over for some reason. Either turn them all off or turn them all on, or like have a night light. Do you know the 1,000-yard stare? It is a empty look. It's just a video of a guy shaving his face so far. A person with the look seems to have no soul. It is because they've seen things unspeakable, terrifying. Yep, good shave, buddy. Oh, do you see that? Hold on, go back. Zip. You still don't understand the concept. Do you want a more graphic example? No, I really don't, dude. Here it is. The 1,000-yard stare. Yikes. Dang, pretty good. A lot of build-up, though. You know, it's like 30 seconds of a guy shaving his face. I'm unclear of who's actually talking. It seems like there's an entity speaking to him, but also kind of to us. Because if this is the 1,000-yard stare, like, we're the ones that see that. So it kind of seems like they're talking to us. But then it also seems like he's reacting to what they're saying also. The logistics are confusing. All right, that's my only qualm, but good video all the same. Sorry for my probably poor translations, but hopefully you get the idea. The 1,000-yard stare is the main star of the show here. But yeah, pretty spooky. This long build-up of like, what is he looking at? And then you see, just for a split second, something I didn't expect at all. Someone upside down with like blank eyes hanging from the ceiling. That's crazy. You know, this video, it felt like, you know, budget of zero. Like I wasn't expecting anything fancy. It was just a guy shaving his face. But they delivered in the end, man. That was spooky. That startled me. That's a good shot right there. Okay, last one. One of my viewers made this one, so we're gonna throw this one in here. Give it some attention. Doing a little late night reading. The thunder knocks the power out, or you know, the power goes out in a storm. Classic. Candle, the spookiest horror lighting. Excellent. Something down the hallway. The slow and cautious investigation. Oh, good, there's nothing there. We're safe. Oh, dude, okay. Again, you know, like I wasn't expecting any like flashy effects, but this is cool. This actually like, they didn't just put like two scary eyes and that was the whole reveal. They put like two scary eyes that like illuminate the whole room gradually. It's not just a still image, it actually like pulls you into it a little bit. The eyes like grow brighter. That's good. And the sound effect? Dude, I say good job. If I was to give you any sort of feedback at all, not that you asked for it, I think this first part was maybe a little bit long and maybe you could have done like 2 or 3 different camera angles, but that's really the only thing I would say could be smoothed out. But honestly, that doesn't really matter because your scare was good. Anyway, thanks for sending me these videos, guys. Thanks for sending me this one and making this one. That's our journey through scary TikTok videos. I think if I had to pick a favorite for today, I think this one was nice and creative, the one with the monster on the ceiling. And this one was probably the overall scariest one to me. This one actually like kind of gave me goosey bumps, like I said. It goosed my bump. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Sorry I didn't make my own TikTok horror video today. Hopefully my spooky little views of my apartment count for something. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't yet and feel like it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. I'll be doing a TikTok horror video for my next one. This is a rare exception where I don't do it. No one is making me make the videos. It's my own self-imposed rule that I'm kind of breaking. It's just been a busy month and I didn't get around to it. I usually like to make the content, but once in a while I gotta give myself a little leeway, which is how we did things for years up until recently. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Boo.